Welcome to the Woman Angler and Adventurer podcast, inspiring real women with a passion for fishing and the outdoors to go get their adventure on. Now, here's your host, Angie Scott and Barb Carey.
Welcome to another 5-Minute Friday from the Woman Angler and Adventurer. We're going to talk about pulling a trailer. Women are pulling boats and trailers all over the country, including me. This is my trailer, and I want to tell you some stuff that's important. First off, I pull a boat and I pull a trailer, but where the things line up for your hitch are different. This trailer is now riding too high. I gotta switch it out with a drop-down hitch. These come in either a 3-inch drop or a 5-inch drop. You want your load pulling level. When you're hooking it up, make sure that you have this safety pin in here when you hook it up. Double, triple check this yourself as the driver, as a vehicle owner every time. Don't trust anyone else. Cross your safety chains. Really important. If something happens, this falls out, it'll hold that tongue up a little bit depending on what you're pulling. Your lights, always check your lights. Trailer lights are a pain in the butt. They always fail. The squirrels like eating them. You got to keep checking them. I put these rock tamers on my truck just to help from keeping the slush and the salt off the trailer. One tip is you really have to distribute the weight of the trailer properly. You want 60% of the weight to the front of the trailer. This produces the right amount of tongue weight. That's a phrase that you'll hear when they talk about trailer loads. So if it's too much weight to the rear, what can happen is when you're driving down the road, the trailer can kind of sway back and forth and cause the vehicle to jackknife. I've experienced this. It's terrifying. So you want to make sure that you load the heavy items first. This is kind of critical. The other thing is to make sure you have the load properly secured. Even in an enclosed trailer, things in there can shift back and forth, side to side. It's really important to have that all tied down very securely. The most important thing about trailer maintenance is your wheel bearings. If you don't address your wheel bearings, you could be driving down the road and your whole wheel will fall off your axle of your trailer. There's grease in the wheel bearings that keep the tires spinning smoothly. Wheel bearings, your wheel can fall off without these lug nuts being loose. It's the wheel bearing mechanical, how it's put together that holds the wheel on. So they need to be greased as part of the trailer maintenance. Every wheel's a little bit different. Some have the bearing buddies that you just grease gun right from the outside. If your trailer doesn't have this, it can be added by the, trailer maintenance place, but that little nozzle there is right where you hook the grease gun and just squirt it in there. When you're squirting that in, you'll actually see that whole spring-loaded system kind of move back towards you, because then you know that grease is actually being put in the hub. You don't want to overfill it because it can blow out the seal in the rear. There are front seals and rear seals, so even though you're greasing them yourself, you do want to bring them in and have the whole thing taken apart and rechecked at some point. It's just part of regular trailer maintenance. This one has a little cap that needs to be popped off. Inside, here's another seal. You got to take this seal, just pull that seal out. A lot of times there's a fitting in there. You just have to put a grease gun to it and squirt some in there. This is something you need to either watch a YouTube video, figure out how to do it, or bring it somewhere. But if you haven't done anything with your wheel bearings in the past 3 or 4 years, you better get them checked right away. It's something I check at the beginning of every season. There's nothing worse than having an accident with a trailer. I've been there. I was backing out of a parking lot one time to leave, and the wheel fell off because I neglected the wheel bearing. So I know firsthand it's really important. So you don't know what you don't know, but now you know. So check your trailer.